We have had two quite exciting Palantir announcements, so let's jump into the first. The first piece of news is that Alex Karp will be releasing his own book, which you don't really see many CEOs of big companies doing. So this is very exciting. Hopefully this will give us an insight even more into the way that he thinks. Now, this was posted by Arnie over on X, so let's just give this a read. CEO Karp and Head of Corporate Affairs Nicholas will release the new book, so a joint effort. It's going to be The Technological Republic. The book will deliver a searing critique of Silicon Valley's failure to come to the defense of the nation that made its rise possible. The USA is vulnerable to new challenges, including AI. Tech leaders are in the backseat, only focused on online shopping and social media. It will also include precious insight into Palantir. Release date the 18th of February 2025. Let me know if you are planning to get this book and actually give it a read. I know I will be. I'm very interested in understanding the way that CEOs of companies I invest in to actually think about problems, think about the world, because all of that ultimately feeds into how they are running the company, which then matters to me as an investor into the company. Particularly interested to hear about the challenges such as AI, of course. Palantir are, they have a big product called AIP. That's important. The world is changing to become more and more integrated with artificial intelligence. And it's interesting that tech leaders are in the backseat, only focused on online shopping and social media. I do agree with that. I think there are a couple of tech leaders, Elon Musk and Alex Karp being two of those, that are really thinking about the responsibility of AI and how to integrate that to actually make real world changes and make positive impacts rather than just quickly increasing the business revenue and that being okay. The next one is actually really exciting, and that is that Palantir are offering the ability for people to try out Foundry and AIP. Let's take a look. So Holmar's Catalog on X, who is a voice mainly in the Tesla community, but was actually given an in-person demo on Monday, I think, by Palantir, posted this. I've always thought of Palantir as something that you have to be a massive corporation or major world government to buy. But with their new AIP tool, you can just ... sign up. I'm signing up to check it out now after the demo they gave me on Monday at their offices. He was quite impressed by Palantir after he actually in person saw what AIP could do, as far as I'm aware. It's really cool that Palantir are getting themselves really integrated and making relationships and talking to people online that, are in the tech community. Very, very cool. And Holmar's Catalog, I think, does a wonderful job on Tesla. So interested to see if he integrates himself more into Palantir now, the world of Palantir. And then Chad responded, who actually works at Palantir. You definitely follow him if you haven't already. He is a forward deployed architect. And he said, to sign up, it's free with our new dev tier to try out AIP. And I think a lot of people were a little bit confused about this. Is the new dev tier the same as AIP now? Tier launched in May, just renamed. And then he came on to say, it's new. I was going to do an official launch of it next week, but why not right here, right now? We have removed the $500 credit and 30-day trial period. Now it is just free in perpetuity, so free forever. We want folks to be able to enjoy the full power of Foundry and AIP without worrying if it will suddenly shut you off when you've hit your usage limit. You can use this to build your workflows and even test them in production. There are limits. You can see the latest Your Plan page, but we encourage you to reach out with questions on this. Now, everyone can be an AI engineer. Sign up for your account and do our E2E, enterprise to enterprise, I'm guessing, speed run, and have your first use case operational in an hour. Get support from our team or ask and answer in our new developer community. You can add 5 people to your stack and have a limit of 50 ontology object types. So this is quite cool. They have now introduced a new tier that removes previous monetary and usage limits so that anyone, you don't even have to be a software engineer or anything like that, can go on and actually try this out for themselves. And when I say try this out, I mean the capabilities of Foundry and AIP. So like he said, there are some limits. So if you want to remove some of them limits, I think that clients will have to upgrade to a different tier, a different license to actually carry on unlocking the full power of AIP. But this is really, really cool because this again feeds into this whole philosophy that Palantir have of show, not tell. Show people the value, don't just tell them. They do this so well already with AIP bootcamps and AIP cons, and I see this as just another addition to that. Right now, I believe this is only available in selected regions, but they are looking to expand in the future. But I really like this because they are really lowering the barrier to entry and actually making the awareness even higher with Palantir and with AIP especially, because they have made this where you don't actually need hard coding skills to get involved. As far as I'm aware, it's very low code, if not no code. And I also really like the push that they are making early on to actually build a really, really strong and widespread developer community. I'm hoping this approach and this strategy will help raise more awareness towards Palantir, and that will then lead on to even more customers, which will eventually become paying customers, and so on and so forth. Do let me know if you'll be signing up to that and what you think about all of this in the comments below. If you want to watch these episodes ad-free, get exclusive and extended content and a bunch of other perks, become an insider of the Inner Circle Vault. Link in the description.